Okay, that's good. That's good. More music, yeah. So we have these great brothers, Ryan and Kyle. They're from San Francisco. Ryan is the fisherman, and he's fishing up in Bristol Bay. And Kyle, he's looking for work, but he doesn't work. He doesn't want to work. He's from San Francisco, so he doesn't want to work too hard. But if you got an easy job for him, then you can come up here and talk to him after this little set. Enjoy.
Thank you all. Well, it's been 37 days drifting since the boat's been full to the brim, and there ain't no way to tell of the sorry shape we're in. Pile of bread's gone soggy, flooding, kicked in the cabin door, and here we sit come hell or high water, wishing all along for more. Let it rain, let it pour, may the run come rushing in, till we're sunk to the scupper and can't tell scales from skin. 'Cause I got nothing in this world but lean on an old Rossin', and feeling soon I'll be doing alright, my friend. Well, they say the market's growing, Japan's hotter than the desert sands, and it won't be long before old red salmon stands in high demand. Went on up to the bay, bought this beauty at an estate sale, told my wife it'd pay for itself midst a similar string of tall tales. Let it rain, let it pour, may the run come rushing in, till we're sunk to the scupper and can't tell scales from skin. 'Cause I got nothing in this world but lean on an old Rossin', and I feel soon I'll be doing alright, my friend. Playing captain will be a breeze, told myself time and again. Deck cannon's getting old, time for an early retirement. Of course, first day we ran aground, fluids leaking all over my friends. Lay up half the night just praying the net won't go up the prop again. Let it rain, let it pour, may the run come rushing in, till we're sunk to the scupper and can't tell scales from skin. 'Cause I got nothing in this world but lean on an old Rossin', and feel soon I'll be doing alright, my friend. Midday more than once, wished us back there on that deck. Every time a decent bill comes calling, nearly have myself a heart attack. But at least the Reds keep running, no Stein shopping for. And one more set to break even, Lord, and then maybe half a dozen more. Let it rain, let it pour, may the run come rushing in, till we're sunk to the scupper and can't tell scales from skin. 'Cause I got nothing in this world but lean on an old Rossin', and feel soon I'll be doing alright, my friend. I got nothing in this world but lean on an old Rossin', and feel soon I'll be doing alright, my friend. So I've been working on the same boat for the past 4 seasons now, and last year we lost a good guy because he got married and didn't come back. So we had a new guy on the boat, and this is kind of a song about that. Ready? Yep. Well, it's been a couple of years of going with this season crew all told, but it won't be long before something comes, knocks one out of the fold. Weddings, jobs, and newborns, it can happen to anyone, my friend, and before too long you got the green kid blues again. So you put out the word and start asking everyone you know. All else fails, you go online with frustration sure to grow. Start hunting around on Tinder trying to find a decent hand. And you know by now you got the green kid blues again. Well, at least you found someone, guess you'll have to do. He ain't much to look at least that much is true. When he starts talking about some legal trouble and fronting him a grand, well, you know by now you got the green kid blues again. Well, the first day out's a problem, second day is worse. Round a week, everybody's thinking this guy must be cursed. When he throws that ball out over the line, it's more than you can stand. Such is life with the green kid blues, my friend. Well, it seems at last you made it. Don't ask how you got so far. Slip 20 out the wallet, tell them boys have fun at the bar. Well, it's 4 a.m., the deputy's calling, he's got one of your deck hands. Your green kid blues are finally over, he says. Yes, your green kid blues are finally over, he said.
Thank you very much.
Well, we might not sound good, but we sure are drunk.
3 years ago, the first time we played here, came from this coming number written by Ryan here, kind of a long spoken word piece, and here it is.
First time we tried to do it, they said we had to change some of the words, so, well, we'll do the other version. Well, one summer I decided to be a fisherman, so away to Alaska's where I ran. Thought I'd get on with a handsome crew. Captain said, boy, I don't like the looks of you. But the sea ain't choosy and neither am I, so hop on board and we'll go for a ride. Asked if I had any felonies. I said, no, sir. He said, this might not be the line of work for you then. Well, before going looking for where the fishes are, you spend a long while in the boatyard. Boatyard's a place to drink and get high on the sly. Work now and then to keep the captain satisfied. Mostly talk about the local women, all 3 of them. Well, one morning, Captain said, boys, we're leaving this swamp. Hop on deck and throw the stern line off. This fish ain't gonna catch themselves, and I got bites all across my back that itch like hell. Figured if the fish bite half as well as the mosquitoes, well, we'd make out fine. So we headed out to the Eagle line, threw them nets off the back of the boat, and stood around for a while watching them float. Mostly talked about mermaids. We'd exhausted the topic of local women. Well, before too long, the school came by, and we had them caught all down the line. Captain hollered, reel them in, but before we could, a seal popped up with a big old grin. Ate them fish out the net one by one. We all looked on. There was nothing to be done. Captain ran out of the cabin and threw a can of corn at him. Probably would have eaten that too, but flippers are too slippery for can opening. Well, I wish I could say something different, friends, but this just kept happening again and again. Seals ate our fish just as before, and every time, Captain ran out of the cabin throwing corn. The boys and I thought long and hard about how to get by. There weren't enough fish that year to make a dime. And then one day it hit us all at once. What's the one thing every fisherman wants? Well, it's time, of course, to get them fish in the nets. If you're sleeping, you ain't making any sets. 100% fine ground Colombian espresso is what we'd sell. Keeps the mind sharp and the body quicker than hell. Yes, that old caffeine drip will treat a man fine, keep him working long past quitting time. It's amazing how fast the sets go when you can't remember how to blink. Well, after only a couple of days, we were the most popular boat on the bay. We ran all out of that cappuccino stuff. Other boats coming by just couldn't get enough. Captain, he developed a fearsome reputation. Made some of the finest latte art in all the nation. He'd conjure up cohos and silvers and humpies too, right there in your cup, adorning a world-class brew. And when it came to espresso, he couldn't be beat. A single shot would put a dead man back on his feet. Heard the Starbucks tried to buy him out, but the deal fell through. Could never get that recipe to pass the old FDA. Well, now the fishing season's over, friends. But I tell you right now, I'll be back again. Yes, the fisherman's life is the life for me. And Lord knows I never had so much energy. Hoping that next year we might even catch our first set of fish. Thank you. I'd like to bring up a friend of ours for this next one. JC wants to join us.
Must be a stone, nothing ever makes him move. Must be a stone, nothing ever makes him move. And if I ever meet you, I will surely greet you. And you can tell me about the stillness of your blue. He was the captain of a battered fishing boat. Laid down his life just to keep the damn thing afloat. When the chasms came knocking and his boat went a-rocking, he got spat out and mystified on the docks. He must be a rock, but his eye is like a cave. He must be a rock, but his eye is like a cave. But the captain went crazy, and his mind went hazy. So one day God came down, and his bad luck finally
my son, you're in a frightened state.
Said my son, you're in a frightened state.
So I'll tell you a secret. I wonder if you can keep it. It's that Jesus and the angels are all just pebbles in a tide pool. Or the gleam of a tooth coming out from a mangy dog's stroll. Or the puddle in the gutter in the rain, and so deep it's like a swimming pool. It ain't too complicated. Life's blue, but it ain't always jaded, and the Holy Ghost is the spy between your eye and any other guy.